Hello, Tiger fans. Welcome back to another episode of the Tiger Sports Report. I'm Ethan Scott, joined alongside my co-host, Bianca Reeder. Bianca, how are you doing today?
I'm doing actually pretty good today.
That's good to hear. We are joined alongside two varsity volleyball players, in Allison Benzo and Haley Alexander. Ladies, how are you two doing today?
I'm doing well.
Doing good.
That's great to hear. Currently heading into the later part of the season, you two and your team sit at 23-6 on the year. Just got done beating Owasso last night 3-2. How are you feeling heading into the later half and the later part of the season?
I think we're doing pretty well so far, especially our strength-wise and our mentality. And we still have a lot of competition going ahead. So I think as long as we keep all of that strength, we'll do well.
Yeah, if we keep up what we're doing now, we'll finish strong for sure.
Coach Bullen this season earned his 400th career win. He's obviously gained more after that. But what can you say about Coach Ian Bullen?
He is such an exciting coach, and he really helps all of us strive to do our best and push us more, so that way we can keep our strength up and help our girls have more confidence in themselves.
Yeah, he's a very good coach. He's always super positive, and he loves to bring energy to the team. If we're down, he always finds the right words to bring us back up and stuff like that. So it's pretty good.
Alrighty, since Ethan kind of took my question here, I'm going to ask you guys, what's been your favorite memory so far being on the Broken Arrow Tigers volleyball team?
Definitely senior night. That was such a fun and exciting moment for all of us because all of us seniors finally got to play together and have fun. And
yeah, senior night was definitely probably one of my favorites too. But if I had to choose another one, it'd be the black and white scrimmage. That was really fun.
So we're going to be playing a game called Red Card. Basically, have you guys ever played headbands before?
Yes.
It's basically going to be a remake of that. You guys are going to put a card on your forehead, and you two are going to be playing against each other. And you just have to guess, say you put it on your head, Allison. She would have to tell you what it is that's on your head, and you'd have to guess that. And whoever gets to best of 7, so whoever gets to 4 first wins the game. Are you two ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we'll start with you, Allison. Here we go.
Okay.
So I just describe it.
Mm-hmm.
After the set, you do this.
Cheer.
No, if I'm setting, it's your position.
Hit.
Close. It's called something else though.
Spike.
Yeah.
Oh.
Boom.
It's on the outside of an animal, but this animal would be something you take bacon. Wait, is it bacon? Does bacon come from this animal? Yeah, you take bacon from this animal.
A pig.
And then the outside layer of
Skin.
yes. The front row does this a lot.
Block.
Yeah.
Boom. Right away.
I don't know this person.
You don't know who it is? No. Female soccer player, Team USA.
Oh gosh, I don't know soccer.
Really?
Yeah.
There's a guy on the cheer team whose first name is this. The first part of the name.
Alex?
Yes, and then the last name. Do you know Stanford's old libero? Stanford's, yeah.
Oh, Stanford's. No.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know how to help her on that part.
We'll just skip that one. Let's head on to the next.
It's in baseball. Whenever you go around all the bases, after you hit the ball.
What?
It's whenever you swing the ball and it goes over the fence.
Oh, a home run.
Yeah.
Oh.
Our mascot.
A tiger.
Yeah. A popular singer sings the song I think it's Red or something like that.
Taylor Swift?
Yeah. We go to these games on Fridays.
Football.
Yeah.
All right. Now you go ahead and show her, and now it's up to you, Allison, to guess or help her guess.
He used to play for the Thunder. Basketball. He had a restaurant in Oklahoma City.
I don't know anybody.
Who's the famous comedian? He's short.
Kevin Hart?
That's the first name.
Okay.
It's also in a state, the last name.
Yeah. I feel like I should know this. But
I don't. He used to play. Wasn't he on the Warriors too?
Mhm.
Yeah, he was on the Warriors.
He is hated.
Yeah, in Oklahoma he is.
Durant.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You do this.
Set.
Another thing.
Pass.
Another thing.
Dig.
Another thing.
Serve.
Yes. Who's our coach?
Bullen.
Yep. He sings Knife Talk.
Drake.
Yep. You do this.
Set.
Yes. Football player. Shoot, I don't know what he plays for. Who's the star off of SpongeBob?
The star off SpongeBob?
Yeah, he is a star, like the shape.
Oh, Patrick?
Yes.
Patrick Mahomes?
Yes. Oh, this is in golf. Shoot, I don't know
A golf club.
No.
Oh.
It's like a thing that you do like in golf. It's
A hole in one. Swing the
no.
ball.
No.
Tee.
No. I don't know how to describe this one.
Caddy.
No.
Golf cart.
I mean, you're somewhat close. Like, it's just a part of the game.
The amount of shots that you have on a specific hole.
Like a par?
There you go.
Okay.
I didn't know what. She sings Lemonade. She's the queen of pop. She's married to Kanye West.
Yeah.
Kanye West?
Don't know.
No, that's not
Kanye West is single.
Oh, that's true. Oh shoot, that's not her. As
Can you like describe the name?
yeah, who's she married to?
She's married to Jay-Z.
There we go. That's who it is.
That's just not good. I don't know.
Just
She
came
sings
off an
Crazy in
album.
Love. She sings Crazy in Love.
I also don't know.
Okay. Her child is North. No, it's not. Yes, it
Is
is.
it like Kylie or something like that?
No,
is it
she's
Kendall?
she's
Is it
not
one of
she's
them?
not a Kardashian.
Oh, then I don't know.
She's a pop singer. I don't know how to. She's queen. I don't know if I can say it. Like if that involves her name.
What would you say, Ethan?
Put a ring on it. If you liked it.
Beyonce?
There you go.
Oh, okay.
All right, ladies, thank you so much for joining us. When me and Bianca return to the Tiger Sports Report, we'll be joined by Ethan Walker, host of Laugh Out Loud on Good Morning Broken Arrow. And we'll be talking fantasy football. So yeah, we'll be right back with more Tiger Sports Report after this.
Right now, get $200 from TTCU Federal Credit Union when you open a new checking account with direct deposit. What would you buy with $200?
Cars, race cars, my own apartment, 100 coloring books, and a puppy.
Or maybe some groceries and a tank of gas. $200 for whatever works for you from TTCU, because life is better in balance.
Hello, Tiger fans. Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Report. I'm Ethan Scott, joined alongside Bianca Reeder and also fantasy football expert, host of Laugh Out Loud on Good Morning Broken Arrow, Ethan Walker. Ethan, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. How you guys doing today?
We're doing great. Ethan, heading into week 4, a lot of players, week 3 wrapping up. We're, showing out, showing off, doing some big things. Who would you say are some of the best players in fantasy right now to start when it comes heading into week 4?
Definitely, I would start Tua. His last name is hard.
Tagovailoa.
It's kind of a struggle for me. I would start him. Definitely start Amari Cooper. He's been going off past 2 weeks. I have no doubt in my mind that he will be going off for the rest of the season because he is the only star wide receiver in Cleveland as of right now, as we speak. Free agency could happen. OBJ, and also maybe even Cole Beasley because he'll definitely be having more starting time with Chris Godwin and Julio Jones both out. Just in my opinion.
And who would you say are some players to absolutely avoid? I know you got one on your mind for sure.
Definitely the best defensive player of this year is going to be Joe Burrow. He's
my goodness.
Joe Burrow for sure because he is throwing picks left and right. He's been sacked numerous times. Most, as of week 3, most sacked in the whole conference, in the whole NFL. He's been sacked the most. So I believe that he will, in fact, do not start him at all.
And what about some sleeper players heading into week 4?
I believe some sleeper players will be Christian Kirk for sure. Christian Kirk, he went off against the Colts whenever they scored 24-0. Let's go Jags, Duval. Besides that, AJ Brown even, I believe he's also a big sleeper.
All righty. Well, Ethan, do you have any other last thoughts for us as we wrap up this segment?
I don't know if your league has a trade deadline. Try to trade as much as you can for Josh Allen. Josh Allen will be a number 1 star for sure, but I highly doubt you'll get anything for him.
All righty. Bianca, do you have any last thoughts?
Fantasy's not my thing, so I'm definitely taking advice from Ethan right now for sure.
For sure. All right, Tiger fans, when we return, we'll be me and Bianca. We'll be talking some NFL football as we do head into week 4 and also talk about some week theory results and all that good stuff. And we'll be right back with more Tiger Sports Report after this.
Recently, you've had to put your life on hold, and we're with you in this. At Ascension St. John, we're now open for appointments, and we are fully prepared for your safety and our care. As we open our doors again, our doctors, nurses, and care teams will continue to wear personal protective equipment. We've taken even more steps to clean and stringently disinfect all areas. We will maintain distancing in our waiting rooms, and will continue to limit visitors. And we will still screen all staff to protect their health and yours. Our emergency rooms are here 24/7. Please do not delay care. We're still delivering babies and performing surgeries. And we're open for your appointments, from specialists and surgical care to routine care and health screenings. Ask us about virtual visits. Ascension St. John continues to care for you, as we have been for almost a century. Thank you for trusting us.
Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Report. I'm Cherish Booth alongside Bianca Reeder and Ethan Scott. Let's talk some NFL. So, Bianca, who is your early MVP so far this season?
I got to go with my boy Josh Allen. I really feel like he's just a complete powerhouse this season.
Ethan?
I'm going to have to agree with Bianca. Josh Allen is definitely the best quarterback heading into this, or so far throughout the season. He was the best heading into it, and he'll continue to hold that MVP odd in his favor. He has multiple weapons, including Stephon Diggs, who in their last game scored 3 touchdowns in week 3 on Monday Night Football against the Titans. And I mean, if he just stays healthy and just keeps doing his thing, it's a for sure lock on the MVP this year.
Now, Bianca, what teams do you think will make the Super Bowl this year?
Alrighty, this year for the Super Bowl, I think the Bills and the Buccaneers are going to make the Super Bowl. Just with the Bills, they had an amazing last season, and is it Von Miller, I believe? He's really helping them, the defense for them, and their secondary is actually doing pretty good right now. And then for the Buccaneers, Tom Brady, this isn't his first rodeo. He knows what he's doing. He has a pretty good mindset, and he has the trust of his teammates with it. And, it is heard that he's retiring after this year, so I think he's going to want to make his last season his best.
They've been saying he's going to retire for the past 5 years, but, it's just up to him at this point.
You never know.
I agree with you on the Bills. I'd say either the Bills or the Chargers, in my opinion, have the best chance to make it. The Chargers have one of the best defenses in the NFL this season. They just signed Khalil Mack last year. Now, the Chargers' odds of making it are very low. I'd say they're an underdog-type team in the AFC to do it, but the Bills are probably on locks to make the Super Bowl this season. And for the NFC, in my opinion, it's just really a toss-up at this point. I mean, you saw how the Philadelphia Eagles played against the Vikings. That was one heck of a game. The Buccaneers, of course, they are a great team, and it, just like you said, it's not his last rodeo, or this isn't his first rodeo, excuse me. It's Tom Brady. He knows exactly how to win when he needs to win, and I think it's a toss-up for the NFC for sure. But for the AFC, I mean, I'm putting my early season prediction right now. It's going to be the Buffalo Bills. And speaking though of the Super Bowl, last year's AFC champions, the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow is struggling on an immense rate right now. Like it's unbearable to watch sometimes his football games and the way he performs. I mean, we saw it in that week 3 matchup with the Cowboys. It was just not looking too good. Micah Parsons was just getting past that line, absolutely destroying Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow had no way of stopping it. And Joe Burrow, just like Ethan said in that last segment, is probably going to be the best defensive player of the year. Throwing numerous picks throughout the season. If he does not get it together, I've heard that he deleted all of his social medias. He's taken a step back, and he's really starting to mentally reset himself. And by the way, that wasn't week 3. It was week 2 football. My fault, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, just, Joe Burrow really needs to clear his headspace. It's a mental game. As much of it is a physical game, it is a mental game for sure as well, football. And he needs to really just, take a deep breath, step back, and just, look at the bigger picture. He's Joe Burrow, Joe Shiesty. He knows exactly how to play football, and he's a great quarterback.
Yeah, I'm honestly going to have to agree with Ethan on this. It'll be the little things that'll get just the mental blocks. And, after you win a Super Bowl, you come back for the next season, everyone's coming for you.
It's on a hangover.
It's super cutthroat, and everybody's trying to beat you, and everybody's trying to point out those weaknesses and just reel them in. So
I feel like the Bengals are kind of in a next season hangover, as you could say. That's good term for sure. Jamar Chase not playing the best he can play either, and that offensive line is just getting pancaked nonstop. Yeah.
Well, everyone, that looks like the end of the NFL segment. When we come back, we'll be talking some college football.
We'll be right back with more Tiger Sports Report after this.
For families who like to build their wealth while staying liquid, we have flexible rate CDs to keep your funds working hard, even when you're not. First National Bank of Broken Arrow. The right balance.
Welcome back, fans. Once again, I'm Cherish Booth alongside Bianca Reeder and Ethan Scott. Let's talk about college football. So, Ethan, who is currently the best come-up teams right now?
I'd say the best come-up team would be Oregon currently. They just, they lost in week 1 to Georgia in a humiliating fashion in the Chick-fil-A kickoff, getting absolutely blown out by that Georgia offense. And that Georgia defense was picking apart Bo Nix. He threw 2 picks in that week 1 matchup. But, I have to say, they came back week 2 against Eastern Washington. Don't get me wrong. Eastern Washington, they are a way weaker team than Oregon, right now. And they probably will forever be. It's Eastern Washington. But at the same time, Bo Nix at quarterback has been playing very solid. And we saw what he did in week 3 against BYU. Blew him out by 21 points in a 41-20 game. It was a very, very spectacular game there for Bo Nix. Bo Nix currently sitting at 7 touchdowns and only 2 interceptions on the year, and those 2 interceptions were thrown against Georgia. If he just continues to play the way he is, I think Oregon could definitely make a New Year's Six Bowl. Sadly, I cannot see them making the playoff unless they get really lucky and teams like Georgia and Alabama somehow lose 2 games, but that'll never happen. So yeah, definitely Oregon in my opinion.
Bianca?
I got to agree with Ethan on this one. Going against Georgia is just an absolute powerhouse. So I feel like, going into the game, a lot of people kind of knew what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And just, with that 20-41. But I think they came back for sure. Excuse me on that. When they did compete with BYU, I think, coming back from that loss from Georgia.
BYU in that game, if I look at this, they were ranked number 12 in the country. Oregon just got right back into the rankings that week after they beat Eastern Washington as badly as they did. So for them to do that at Autzen Stadium and, really flip the script to basically not look like they're just some weaker Oregon team that we've seen in the last couple of years. It's very impressive. I think Bo Nix transferring from Auburn is one of the better things Oregon will have for them for sure in their recent history. And if Bo Nix can, again, just keep performing and keep putting up numbers, Oregon should be a New Year's Six Bowl team, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Now, Bianca, what team should be worried heading into week 4 conference play?
In my opinion, I think Kansas should be a little nervous, honestly. I might get some heat for that because I know there are definitely some major Kansas fans out there. But, it's just the beginning of the season. Later on, when they go against their opponents, they're going to be watching their every move, their previous games, and they're going to be picking out and trying to annihilate them for sure. They're trying to find their weaknesses.
Yeah, they play Duke in week 4, which is not the start of their conference play, but I believe they play Kansas State the next week. That will definitely be a loss. Duke is definitely a loss in my opinion, but they did beat West Virginia, which was another conference team. I think Kansas needs to be worried heading into conference play for sure. This isn't a team that's ever done really big things in the Big 12. It's Kansas. They're kind of a laughing stock when it comes to Big 12 football. And I think another team that needs to be worried is Clemson. Clemson plays number 21 ranked Wake Forest to start their conference play next week for week 4. And Wake Forest can definitely exploit that offense that Clemson has right now. It's not the best offense in the NCAA. I know they're ranked number 5, but it's not a decent offense. I mean, you have a really subpar QB that isn't very much like Trevor Lawrence or Deshaun Watson that Dabo Swinney has had the privilege of coaching. And they definitely need to stay focused for sure if they don't want to, drop that game. But I think they do drop that game against Wake Forest.
For sure.
Well, Tiger fans, I believe that is going to be wrapping up the Tiger Sports Report for this week. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Ethan Scott, joined alongside Bianka Reeder and also Cherish Booth. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll be back next week with another episode. Thank you so much for watching.